Hello, hello. It is the noon hour, and this is Central Valley Talk Live. Welcome. I'm Austin Reed, coming to you from our Tower District studios inside the Mike Briggs building. Thanks for hanging out on this 3rd of March. It is Thursday, another gorgeous day across the Central Valley. We're going to be live and local until just after 5 o'clock tonight with a bunch of guests. But let's kick things off with our first guest today, Julia Tadich. Welcome
Hi, Austin.
back.
Nice to see you again.
Good to see you. How you been?
I've been good. Crazy.
You were really busy at one point, and things have slowed down a little bit.
Oh my gosh, a little bit. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I wanted to obviously.
Thank goodness.
Right, because you can only do so much.
Right.
You know.
Well, I could do it all actually.
You can?
Yes.
Well,
I have an assistant now. My husband's working with me again.
I saw that. I know he was here. Does that help?
Yes.
Big time. Yeah.
Huge.
I bet. Now, Julia is with Clovis First Real Estate Services, serving the entire Central Valley.
Right.
You have commercials on Case. Is it Casey?
24,
yeah, 24
and 26.
And 26. So you probably see Julia all over. The thing I love about you is, God, you have so much great knowledge. Like she came in this afternoon with just a
here's my talking
list
points
of talking points. Yeah. So I want to start with this map.
It's people have seen this. It's been out forever. It's the history of interest rates. You can see interest rates are still historically low. Historically low. So if you're in a loan that you have with seconds and thirds behind it because you used a down payment assistance program, or you're in a forbearance situation, or you're being foreclosed on and you're slipping on your payments, call me. Maybe I can help you save that house so that you don't have to move.
What about is this a good opportunity kind of to lower monthly outgo with the refinance? Or?
That's the whole thing. You take your current payment, which may or may not have PMI on it, mortgage insurance on it, plus all the debt that we can consume with it based on the little slightly higher interest rates. And a lot of times it's lower than what your whole monthly outgo is. I'm working on one right now. Their total outgo is $6,000 a month. I'm turning it into like $1,061 a month. The interest rate that they're getting is higher than the rate they have on their first, but the total overall payment is lower. Oh, they're so happy.
We were talking just before the interview today a little bit about homeowners and receiving a forbearance.
Oh.
What's up with that?
Well, forbearance came in because of COVID. You notice we're not wearing masks anymore. Yay.
It's over.
Kids in schools aren't wearing masks anymore. It's so exciting.
March 12th, I think.
The babies won't be wearing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Can tell I have a few grandchildren.
Yep.
In preschool and in school. That'll be great. But during the COVID, the government felt like we had to give everybody age. And so they did a thing, forbearance aid. You could write in to say, hey, I can't make my payments because I don't have a job. So they led to forbear their payment for like 18 months. I think there's some people out there with 20 months, which meant they didn't have to make their house payment. Well, that money, that $1,200 payment that they weren't making didn't just go away. The banks put it in a big lump sum behind your first, and so it's sitting out there waiting for you to come and refinance it. Or actually what the banks do is you have to pay off that lump sum with your own money. We have to prove that you paid it off with your own money. Fannie Mae made regulations about how that was going to be handled. It's dicey, but you should call. Let's figure out what you got to do.
The help is there.
Yes, but now banks are starting to foreclose. They want their money, so they're only going to wait so long. Right. They're going to foreclose, unfortunately. So, and then guess who? You lose everything. You lose all that equity, and the bank forecloses. They don't give you any money.
It's over.
Yeah. And they just don't. So you better call.
This is interesting. Black Knight, a real estate data tracking company, mapping a 700% increase in foreclosures. Wow.
Scary.
Yeah.
Very scary. So that they're over the entire country, but we're seeing those here in Fresno. Okay. Absolutely. Now the city of Fresno has done some things to help people in rents. They're not really helping people with their house payments. I don't believe it. They can't. Right. So the best thing for you to do if you're in a situation like that is call me. I'm going to be at the home show Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's right. That's this weekend.
I'm going to be there.
Okay.
We'll have a booth. We're in 254. Is it 250?
Okay.
We'll be there to answer questions. I don't want anybody to feel like if you come and talk to me, I'm going to feel like you have to stay with me. I never do that. I'm happy. You can call me at 559-977-3583. That's my cell phone. I always answer it, whatever time of day or night. Now, 2 in the morning, I might be a little slow on the pickup, but if you call me, and you have a problem, we can talk about it. It's amazing to me sitting in an open house. I have a lady walk through, and they wanted to buy the house, and she says, but I can't do anything because I'm in a house that was my mom's house, and my parents passed away, and they didn't have a will, and all kinds of stuff. And I said, listen, let me come and talk to you. So I went over and talked to her. We listed that property. We actually sold that property, and we sold her another house. There's ways to do that. People don't realize even assets of family members that don't have wills and directives are ways for them, if they're the heirs to the house, let me help you get that money.
Right.
I'm doing another one right now. They're going to walk away with about $100,000 each. And let me tell you, when it's a family member that has parents that passed away within days of each other with no will, they think they're never going to get that money. That they don't, because there's a loan on the house, they can't afford to make those payments, and they don't think that they actually are able to get that equity. Well, I know how to do that. Call me.
Right, exactly. Lastly, you said here you're getting calls from companies that want you to let them buy your listing so your clients can use cash to move.
To buy another house. Does that sound like a screwy deal? All these cash for keys, these companies, cash for. Yeah. Let me help you buy. I'll pay cash for your house. Sounds like a good deal, but it's never a good deal. The house might be worth $400,000. They're not going to offer you $400,000 for your house. They're going to give you like maybe $200 if you're lucky.
Wow.
So don't
it's that low.
talk to. Okay. Oh, it's bad. It's really bad. There are some companies out there that are reputable, but why do that? Why not have a real estate professional in the business help you figure out what your house is worth, and then go to the mat to get the most money? The other thing that heaven only knows why I'm so good at this. Mm-hmm. I just sold a house up in Hidden Valley up in Oakhurst. Mm-hmm. When I pulled on the property, my husband's going, "Oh, honey, you can't sell this house." I said, "Oh no, this is my listing. This is my listing." It was a mess. I not only sold it, I got $30,000 more than the first offer. It closed escrow eventually. It was a total mess. They had hero program. The house was completely ruined. The people paid cash for it. It was great. It was a lot of money. A little more, not as much as a fixed up house. Obviously, yeah. It had a guy living in it that was a son of the owner that didn't want to move. He was a problem, and so I kept having to go back to Oakhurst and chase him out of there and have the police come and get him out of there. It was interesting. But I'm willing to do that kind of stuff. Yeah. Very willing. Ask my husband. He hates me for it. But
he's right. He's behind the scenes making a face right now.
But you know what? If there's somebody like me who's not out there to help you, who is going to?
Exactly.
The people who come and say, "Oh, I'll just give you, $100,000 for your $500,000 house," because they don't want to deal with it.
Now more than ever, you got to have a realtor.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. I mean, that's just. I mean, you could do it on your own, but you ain't going to make as much. Well,
so true. That's true, because it's easy for me to come and undercut your price to help you with your problems, but it takes a lot. I mean, I guess I could do something other in anything else in real estate, but I do mortgage lending, and I do that stuff. And I love to just help people, especially help people redo their situation financially. I could just go on and on and on with great stories, getting people out of the hero loans and the PACE loans, and getting their property taxes that have been increased on their property, getting it back down to what it was supposed to be. And that is huge, because if you have hero or PACE on your property, that means they have utilized funds from the city or the state to pay for your house and repairs and stuff. So your property taxes would have gone from like $165 a month to $500 a month. And we just closed one recently. They are messy, messy, messy. When you get it all done and you pay off those loans, it takes hero and PACE forever to get the property taxes back down to where they're supposed to be. But when you're talking about a $1,600 payment that's now a $1,200 payment, wouldn't you say that was worth it? Absolutely worth it.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
This was great. Thank you for joining us again.
Thank you
We'll
for
see you next
asking
time.
me.
I'm going to start calling you our Central Valley Talk real estate expert because this was really good information. You took your time to put this together, and so thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for asking me.
We'll see you next time. Website Clovis First.
Clovis First.
1st.com.
CLOVIS, the numeral 1st.com.
Perfect. And what's your number?
559-977-3583.
All right, very good. I feel like I'm directing with
I know.
my hands.
And I'll see you at the home show.
Yes.
Call me for a free ticket. I have tickets.
Oh, you do? Oh.
If you call me, I'll bring it by your house.
All right.
Okay?
Call Julia. You heard it first on Central Valley Talk. I'm Austin Reed. We're back with another guest coming up in just a bit. Hang tight.
Thank you.